Good evening. I'm American watch historian Stan Zubernet. Horological historians like myself love to talk about anniversaries and firsts in the watch community. Today's story is a pretty big first, and it's also an anniversary. I think it's safe to say that over the past 100 plus years, hundreds of thousands of men's wristwatch advertisements have been published in the United States. But who was the very first to ever publish a men's wristwatch advertisement? Who was the manufacturer? And exactly when did that happen? The answer is probably going to surprise you. Now, I'm not talking about a pocket watch stuffed into a leather pouch called a wristlet. I'm talking about an actual wristwatch with lugs on the case itself. About 16 years ago, while doing the research for my very first book about wristwatches, I came across an advertisement that I found very interesting. Years later, I realized how important it truly was. The very first men's wristwatch advertisement published in the United States was published in a magazine called the Army and Navy Register on July 29th, 1905. Nobody has been able to find anything earlier than this that I know of. That's 121 years ago. This week. Wow. The magazine was printed on something akin to newspaper print, so the quality was very bad. You couldn't really read the name on the dial. So I had some students at Cornell University in New York digitally remaster the advertisement for me, and they did an exceptional job. The name on the dial was Gorham Company, which I found very odd. The Gorham Company was located in New York City on Fifth Avenue, and they were mostly known for selling silver products like teapot sets, flatware, candlestick holders, and such. But they also sold sterling silver mantle clocks and obviously moved into wristwatches starting in 1905. Gorham would not have made wristwatches, so the chase was on to get to the bottom of this story. After several weeks of research, I finally found the answers. This 1905 men's wristwatch was actually made by the Gallet Watch Company in Switzerland. It looks like the Gorham-Gallet collaboration went on for several years, as I was able to actually obtain two different models. The name Gallet was not on the wristwatch dials, but it was in fact on the movements along with the name Gorham. If you think about how long it takes to plan a wristwatch, the initial meeting, firing the specialized enamel dials with the name Gorham on them, shipping them to New York, and then planning the advertisements, and then buying ad space in magazines, this Gorham Gallet men's wristwatch was probably made in 1904. And Gallet was probably selling this exact wristwatch with their name Gallet on the dial maybe as early as 1903. Crazy stuff that literally rewrites the history books. If you know of anything earlier than this July 1905 Gorham Gallet men's wristwatch advertisement that was published in the United States, please drop me a line. I'd love to know about it. Thanks for tuning in for today's Horological History Moment. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody.